So I think I wish we can take it back and we will correct certain things, because we were naive that time. Naive because we didn't know certain rules in the game. Later, I watched another World Cup where Rooney was
it his incident against Ronaldo?
Yeah, I think that they banned him for 2 games, but they still took him to the World Cup. So if we have 2006, if we had that experience or that knowledge about the rules, we will force the FA, or we will plead with them that they should take Lai, because it's 2 games. First game, second game, then he will continue to play from the 3rd game.
Yeah.
So when Kohli gave me that stamp, so Lai tried to talk to Kohli. Then their number 2, Beye, came from the side. He pushed Lai, and then Lai started to argue with them, and we were shocked. At times, certain things you don't understand them.
Are you pained?
I am, because Lai is one of the players that, when I look back, even though we traveled to Germany, we played the World Cup 2006, 2010, but still it looks as if we were not complete. Not because we know that Lai knows how to play, but I'm not talking about his play, but he should be there because of the sacrifice. He was part of those who sacrificed. And I think up to now he will still feel bad, because looking back, I did everything in football. We had the chance in our time to qualify to the World Cup, and this small mistake made me lose my chance being to the World Cup. So some of us, when we talk about it, we feel bad, because the other day I was talking to someone. I said, if Lai can even be in the team, and maybe first round we can go. I'm not saying that nothing guarantees when it has never happened. So I'm trying to say that, but if Lai was in the team, I'm sure that we'll go somewhere.
Isn't that because don't you have a soft spot because he was part of the quartet? You know, those days the quartet was very famous. Yourself, Sule Muntari, and Michael the quartet.
Yeah.
I don't have a soft spot for him because of that.
It's not because of that. Today, all of us, we are talking about Messi. Who made Messi? It's Iniesta and Xavi. So we have some certain players of certain caliber of players. When they are in the game, you are rest assured. It's not because he's my close friend. It's not because I have a soft. No, if Lai was in the team, it would be a different ball game. You people saw it when we played. It's unbelievable. The 4 of us, we played without positioning. Lai will see me at the right, he will come to the middle, I will go to the middle, you will see Sule Muntari. It was beautiful.
And talking about sacrifice, right? We've heard stories about sacrifice. How you personally sacrificed? Aside from your club career, where you sacrificed to play for the country and suffered hugely at Juventus, and also use your own money to even help the national team.
Oh, but I think, you see...
Did you use your money to fly down players?
I've said it before, and you know that, I didn't want to say these kind of things, trust me. But you see, at times you go to interviews and talking, certain things comes and you just have to say it. But I didn't want to even talk about it. I've never spoke about it before, never. But at the end of the day, today I'm sitting here as a proud former player that I played in the World Cup. So you have to do certain sacrifice to make people happy, to give their all. You have to make people happy. And that's what
so
I did.
You were flying down players to come and play for the national team.
I said I don't want to. I said no. I've said it already. You see?
Were you flying down players to come and play for the national team?
I did some. Yeah, some of them. I was giving people bonuses. I'm not running away from it. And it's not like somebody forced me to do that. But at time that Mufti at a point nobody wants to come and play for the Blasters. Maybe people that time I said there was no social. People doesn't know a lot of story. That I said one day I know that I will write a book. And there will be certain things that I will put in my book.
So
but
people never
now,
wanted to play the Blaster at some point?
No, at a point, yeah. Yes, at a point. At a point.
So why were you the person who decided you were going to pay their bonuses and even fly them to come and play?
But at the end, he benefited me. At the end, I had the chance to play in the World Cup. So my dream is to go to the World Cup. So I'm not seeing it as a bad thing. I mean, some players too. I mean, they have done some sacrifices. We traveled with Asamoah and we played against Congo. He chartered the whole flight. It's a sacrifice, but it comes out of his will. Nobody forced him to do that. Nobody forced me to do that. But I was looking at a bigger picture. We went to Slovenia where we were wearing our own attire at the hotel. I went to the shop. Mr. Fianu can testify. Alex Asante can testify. I went to the shopping mall to buy Adidas clothes for all the players and the staff in Slovenia. So these are the things. You see, that time you are playing. You are a pro. You are a pro. So it's a shame you have made name in Italy, and then you will be with your national team, the national team, and then you will see players wearing their, like the way we are now. I mean, yeah, somebody will be in Jalabia and it's not, yeah, yeah, it's not nice. So that's where I took it from. Like, oh, I think we have to be in uniform because I've played for Udinese. That time I was playing for Parma, and it was so nice when we go to camp. We are in uniform, everybody dressed the same. So I said, okay, I didn't do that because I wanted something. But if it looks bad, I'll be part of that image. And Slovenia, Italy is not far. I drove from Parma to Slovenia that game, so it's not far. So I think I have that thing in my head that, okay, we have to look good. That's what.
And why didn't you tell the officials of the FA to do it? But you decided to do it.
Oh. You see, we do certain things and then it will follow you. I think when you do good, good follows you. When you do bad, bad follows you. I didn't. Mufti, it's not everything
Tell the story.
No. Let me leave it for my book. Let me leave it for my book. No. Yeah. I'm cool, but I'm trying to say that I did it because I wanted to do it. The FA officials, they didn't do it. Maybe they were not thinking that we should be in uniform. But that time, it wasn't like today that we are all in, people, you see them going to camp wearing Puma. And we have played games that we wear Mingle. Mingle is in Osu. Yeah. Mingle just says Lecoq Sportive socks. So these are the things that, you understand? So these are the things that I'm talking about. When you travel, I mean, the exposure, what you see there, you try to bring it back. So I didn't know why. I was feeling like we should be nice in camp. So that's why I bought that uniform for the team.
How much did you buy?
Oh, I can't remember.
But how much did you spend in paying bonuses and flying?
Oh, I can't remember.
No,
a long time. I can't remember. No, I can't remember. Long time.
If I come and buy something from you, even if it take me 10 years, I'll know that I bought this.
No, a long time. I can't remember.
But when you're writing the book, you will remember.
I don't know, but I will put it that, yeah, I've bought a ticket before.
Did you indicate it somewhere that you bought shares or even paid bonuses? Like?
Oh no, I haven't written it anywhere. But you see, when you are telling your own story, because you know the story, you won't forget about your own story.
So you were paying minimum of $1,000.
Oh no, $1,000 was a lot that then, no. But you know that those days, you have to come and play matches. You have to leave your bonus. You will go back to your club and you have to send your relatives for your. At times, it take days. It wasn't there for, but that time money in football, when you come to when you come to this continent, our continent, it wasn't like when the ones that they were spending in Europe. So we try to understand them. That, I mean,
would you say you're one of the players who have sacrificed the most for the national team?
Would I say I'm the
one of the players who have sacrificed the most for the national team?
I can't say yes, I can't say no. I can't say yes because, I mean, we didn't saw the Osei Kofi and the rest. We didn't saw what they did. Yeah. So I can't say that, I mean, my generation or I was there. No, maybe people they have done people have gone through worse. It's not about only spending that shows that you have sacrificed. We have seen players that through the national team, they broke their and their career ended. So it was sacrifice as well. It's not about using my money to say that because I use money, I have sacrificed. No.
I read an article that you granted to Emmy.
Yeah.
And you gave the story of how you lost your place in Juventus.
Yeah.
How hurtful was that?
It was very, very, because you see, but I haven't regretted that. Trust me, I haven't. Because I will repeat it again that whatever I do, it doesn't matter, football, wherever I find myself, my country comes first. As for that one there, I will never take it back. No, so I lost my position because of Athens. I went to Athens today. If I want to brag, I don't talk much. I don't brag. I tell my story, but I don't brag. But if I want to brag, those days, Messi and the rest were there. But I was part of the dream team in Athens. You understand?
Yeah.
So
you scored some beautiful goals.
Yeah, so leave it. And I think that they were so upset because I scored against Italy. I was coming, they were preventing me not to go to the tournament. I forced myself telling them that I want to go to that tournament. The Olympics, I have to. And I went. So in my career, I have been through all the ranks. I played 95, I played under 17 World Cup. 97 Malaysia under 20, I played the World Cup. 99, I played another World Cup under 20. So then
that was New Zealand 99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah. Then 2004,
Black
Matthias. I was part of the Olympics. I was part of the dream team. 2006 World Cup. So I've been through there. You understand? So if I'm sitting with...
But you also mentioned something.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about someone within Juventus who willed a certain political power.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, Luciano Moggi. Yeah. I know that everybody knows Luciano Moggi. It was very, very powerful. And that time, Luciano Moggi is one of the directors that you can't say no to. You understand? You can't say no to. So it was a battle for me, leaving my club to come to play for the Olympics. But that time, you can't stop the player. If you stop the player, then that means that he won't even play for you, for the club. So at a point they realized that, I mean, they have to let me go. But my first meeting when they called me, I was very, very scared.
Why?
I mean, you are going to sit in front of Luciano Moggi, Bettega, who is one of their legends, and then their lawyer Giraldo. I mean, it's even the top players. You can't go to Luciano Moggi saying no. So who is Stepehn Appiah going to say no to Luciano Moggi?
But you did.
Yeah, I did. That's why I said I did.
And you suffered the consequences.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm happy that I chose my country, and I suffered that consequences. I went to the Olympics, and I mean, I made my name.
You told the 2010 World Cup story, so I'm not going to go into that 2010 World Cup story about penalty issues and all that. You've told that story many, many times. But let's talk current issues. You mentioned that just a couple of minutes ago when we talked, you mentioned about the interview you granted.
Yeah.
And one of the things they spoke about was the fact that where you use your money to pay players bonuses and all that. And there was another thing too that you said, the one that dominated the headlines, where you said that you've got a network, so footballers should at least be given certain roles to play within the football governance in this country. And there are people who said that you've played the game doesn't mean that, and you have the network doesn't mean that you've got the knowledge to run the game. What do you say?
You see, I think they misunderstood whatever I said.
Thank you. Clarify for me.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about former players getting positions, being coaches, but you can get something from them when you try to ask them about certain opinions. For instance, Mohamed Polo, Abedi Pele, Abdul Razak, and the rest, they have won the African Cup before. So you can even, I'm not talking, when I talk, I don't speak about Stepehn Appiah. Trust me. I'm not talking, I've never talked about myself. Never.
Today we spoke about yourself.
No, there is.
You're giving me a life
but I will, yes, but I won't say that it's Stepehn Appiah, because I think that there are people who came before us.
Yeah.
There are people who won trophies. As I mentioned, Abedi Pele and the rest. We have been since 2008. Semi-finals, finals, semi-finals, finals. I mean, against Cote d'Ivoire, we had the chance where they lost their
first two penalties.
Yeah, first two penalties. But we couldn't grab the cup. So, I mean, you can invite certain former players and ask them what did they do to win the trophy their time. You see, they will give you ideas. You can take it or not. But I think that they didn't get what I was trying to
communicate.
Yeah, then they took it in a different.
And it exploded.
Oh yeah. So I'm not saying that I was happy. I'm not saying that I was not happy, but I realized that. Let me be humble in saying that I think I have a voice. Because what I said was nothing, but look the way it happens. Everybody was talking about it.
There's power behind that voice.
Yeah. So I think I have to use it.
Use it.
Okay.
Now tell me. Now tell me this.
Yeah.
You talk about former players getting close to the national team. And in fact, if I go on the internet right now, you were made a member of the Black Stars Management Committee. When was the last time you were part of a meeting?
I never showed up.
Why?
I never showed up because I had my own reason. Yeah, not because of anything. Not because of anything.
What is the reason?
Oh no, it's my own reason.
But if you're put as part of a management committee to come and help and you didn't go to help,
yeah,
it's not fair to Nadu. It's not fair to the FA. It's not fair to the leader of the FA. And it's not fair to Ghanaians because they want you to be part of the management of the national team. A national team you have led to qualify to the World Cup 2 times.
Yeah. I know you are still pushing me to say, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not. Everybody knows that when it comes to, but who am I to say no? If I'm given an opportunity to serve, to say no, I will. But times it's like how we go about things. I will. And I think people should let me look into the camera and people, I mean myself and Kurt, we are very, very cool. People think that there is some fracas between the two. No, we are very, very cool. I mean, we are very, very cool. But I think I'm one person who always wants things to be done in the right way. That's it.
So your appointment was not done in the right way?
I said I'm a type who, I mean, I like
that's
this.
That's the question. Yeah. No. So in other words, you're suggesting that your appointment was not done in the right way.
Maybe I didn't get it right the way I wanted it to.
So how were you supposed to be called up? So next time when they want to call you up to the national team, they'll know that okay, this is a channel we need to go to get Stepehn.
Oh no, we have spoken, and then whoever knows. It's not about only Stepehn. It's about, I mean,
all former.
Yeah, all former. Not even former. Even current players. I think people should be treated in the right way.
Stepehn, you are not properly treated in your appointment at the management committee.
I said people. No, I said people when they are giving them appointment, they have to do it in the right way.
But this clearly suggests that you were not properly treated.
No, I'm just, it's a message that I'm sending out there. It's not about Stepehn Appiah. I say we have to do things in the right way.
Stephen, Capito,
yes,
Tornado,
yes.
3 names I've called separately.
And
what you are saying suggests that your appointment as a management committee member of the Black Stars was not properly done, so you were not properly treated.
I said we have to do things in the right way. We have to do the things in the right way.
Who called you up for the appointment?
Oh, I think you see, I mean, you are a brother and we go way back. And you are one of the people that when I'm talking to, I have to let everything. But I think we are in a position now that things are not right when we talk about the national team. So I think certain things I have to put it aside. At the right time, maybe we can talk again and then.
In your book?
Yeah, no, in my book. No, you see, at times you have to weigh the situation.
Oh, but the environment right now is very calm.
It's not.
It's extremely calm.
No, it's not.
Why? Is the environment hot?
No, it's not. I said it's not.
In the opinion of Stepehn Appiah, currently stories about the Black Stars are not good.
The environment is hot. I mean, I'm sitting in my house and you can see I'm sweating. It's hot.
No, come on, that is a different context. That's a different context. That's a different context. But let's sign out pretty quick. I wish I could talk some more, but I've taken a chunk of your time. Let's sign out pretty quick. World Cup 2022. One player that you were with, 2006 World Cup. In fact, you captained him. Otoado took us to the World Cup. Not the best of performances. And we exited in a manner that people actually think that we could have done better. From where you sit, you think we could have done better?
I think yes. I think yes, because I mean the country who won the World Cup, Argentina, lost its first game against Saudi Arabia. That nobody
thought would happen.
So going to that tells you that as you are going in the tournament, playing games, that's where you get your confidence. That's where you try to be in the tournament. Our side, I think the boys did what they could, but we are talking about World Cup. That's the highest level when it comes to football. And I always say that when you go to tournaments, you don't need to play attractive football, because at the end of the day, you are fighting for only one thing: is the trophy. So it's better to play ugly football to get to the finals to win the trophy, than better to play attractive football to exit from the tournament. And I think that's what we tried to do, and we were expecting our boys to do so much, because I mean they were playing well in their clubs. So we want to see them, what they were doing in their clubs. They should
translate that to
translate that to the World Cup. But I said World Cup is World Cup. I mean, you will go and meet people who are far ahead of you. And today, the football that we are all seeing is not about what we see on the pitch. The force is about the people who are on the bench, the technical staff. That's why today you will see that Chelsea, Man City, they are even more than the team itself.
The backroom staff.
Yeah, we have people who...
Italy went to the Euros. We did the Euros together. With 37 backroom staff.
So you have a particular person who is focusing on Haaland. You have a particular person who is focusing on Messi. You have a particular person who is trying to look at the goalkeeper. But I don't think that we have the...
So our technical team is deficient?
No, I'm not saying that, because I'm coming there. So I'm trying to say that at the end of the day, all this thing is money. Do we have the money to do that? No.
So we are deficient in our technical team. But there are other people who also talk about the chop and change. So if my memory serves me right.
What is that term?
Chop and change. Like you bring in someone and the short gap, then you replace.
Yeah.
So let me go back to 2006. Djokovic. Then there was short gap where there was Salah Stete. Then there was Stepehn Appiah. Then there was Claude Leroy for the 2008 African Cup of Nations. Then came Milovan Rajvac. Then came Goran Stevanovic. Then came Stepehn Appiah. Then after Kwesi Appiah, we had Avram Grant. Then we had Kwesi Appiah again. Then C.K. Akono. Then Milo again. Then we had Otoado. Now Chris Hutton. How many coaches have I counted? In the space of how many years? Yeah. So there hasn't been that consistency. Is that also a challenge?
No, it can be, because you see, I think we are living in a country where we don't have patience. We saw when you read Ferguson books,
yeah,
when he started, I mean, it wasn't good. But they allow him to do his job. And we have to know one thing, that any code that you bring, it comes with a different style of play. So the players will never get used to a particular play. That's why maybe it looks like we are not getting like what we want to see. Our time, it was one code that we
had.
Yeah, we had. And look at the way we played. I can close my eyes and I know where Asamoah Gyan is or Matthew Amwa is, and I'll give him the ball. But today it looks as if we are not. I don't want to use the word confused, is too harsh. We are not getting it. So changing coaches to it distracts the system of the play of the team.
Is that one of the reasons why we've not won the AFCON in a long while?
I don't say that that would be the only matter, but I think that it's. I don't know.
What is your highest point as a footballer?
Highest point. I've won some trophies. I think being in the World Cup.
That's your highest point.
Yes.
And your lowest point?
My lowest point when I was leaving Fenerbahce. I was leaving Fenerbahce where I signed for a team that I didn't know anything about. So I went to Turkey, not happy, because I didn't know the culture of the Turks. But when I got there, I saw that it was a different culture. So I went there with the mentality of seeing the people covering their faces, but when I got there, it was a different thing. And I enjoyed my 3 years with Fenerbahce. I mean, I played so well. The first year, I won the player of the league. The second year, we won the league. And the third year, 2007, I got injured where they discovered that I had DVT, deep vein thrombosis. So I traveled to America where the doctors were like, I can't play football anymore. But at times, I mean, where people think that, he can't do it, that's where I prove people wrong, that no, it's not. No, I will do it. I remember when the doctors, my agent was there, when the doctors were like, what has happened to me is very, very difficult to play football again. And my agent was like, looking at him, said, look, are you going to cry? And he was like, he was saying in Italy, Stephen, siamo finito, we are finished. I said, no, I will come back and play it again. So I stayed out for two years without touching
that was how you missed the AFCON 2008.
Yeah. But that time it wasn't serious. That time, later they discovered that, so I don't know if I have to say it. So I passed out twice, one in a plane. The second one, I was running in my environment, my house. And then it was very hot, and I said, let me put water. You see, I put water, and then I didn't know if I was there for 2 hours, for 3 hours. I found myself lying on the floor. So I get up, I went to that time, the black cloth was splitting to my lungs. So I was even if I'm lacing my shoes, I can't breathe. And I was playing, so like if I wasn't lucky, I would be on the pitch one day, like how some players like Vivian Foe and the rest.
Yeah.
The same thing will happen to me, because they thought maybe it was something not serious. But when I went for a second opinion in Italy, that's where I saw that we were doing the echo Doppler.
Yeah.
So they realized that the thing is in my lungs going up.
To your brain.
Yeah, to my brain. So one of the doctors were like, I was lying like this. So it was like, so when Italians, they say they do this sign, then that means that it's not good. So I turned and I saw the doctor doing this sign, and I was like, what is happening to me? Somebody should tell me something. What is? And then the doctor asked me, to pray, do you pray? I said, yeah, at times I do pray. And he said, somebody is somewhere who loves you so much. And I said, who is the person? Who is that person? And he said that, I think God loves you so much, because what we are seeing, if it happens to 100 people, I think only 2 will survive, and you are part of the 2. So I think that's where I realized that I was coming to that end. I mean, I wasn't prepared that I will finish my career like that. So I think that's my lowest point.
You were like, come. I went to that promo.
Yeah.
Let them come. They came and you were not there.
Yeah. it was sad.
You have, okay, so 2 questions. No, 3. Yeah. One is that we are going to AFCON. We are likely to qualify. We've not qualified. But when we do qualify, when we do qualify for the tournament, should we have expectations that after over 40 years we can be able to win the tournament? Having watched Chris Hughton for some few.
I think it's possible. I think we can win the trophy. We can win the trophy because today football has changed so much. That's where you see teams like countries like Madagascar and the rest, and they are doing so well.
Yeah.
So I always say that it's how you approach the game. It's how you want the game to be. That makes the difference. It's not about the players that you have anymore, because the game has changed. It's not like 12 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, that there is a particular player who is going to make the difference. Yes, how many are there today? So it's about how we approach the game that will make the difference. And we should continue believing in our boys, and we know one day it will happen.
You have a newfound love for certain sport called tennis.
Yeah.
Some of your mates are going into football administration and going into coaching, and you are into tennis. Why?
No, I mean, to tennis it's just a hobby. Yeah, it's just a hobby. I'm trying to keep myself fit. So it doesn't have anything to do with friends going to doing certain courses. I mean, tennis, I'm having fun. I started playing 16 months ago, and
hey, you've been playing for more than a year.
Oh yeah. I started 17 February. I went to watch a friend called Dr. Pounds and George Boateng. Yeah. So I mean, I watched them play, and I said, oh, I will learn how to play. So the next day I told the coach, no, it was Saturday. So I told the tennis coach, that I think Tuesday I will come and I will start training. So I went to buy kits kits and the racket. And I went there on Tuesday. The coach said I should be there 6 o'clock. But I mean, I always 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'm already up. So I went to Labadi and I started to train with Coach Joseph. The first 5 minutes, I wanted to tell him that, no, I think that I'm not interested in tennis anymore, because it was so difficult, the movement, and I was always putting the ball in the net. So I was like, no, I didn't do well today. But you see, I left a kind of negative impression about not doing well. Yeah. So I said, no. Then I have to go and try to do well before I will tell him that I'm not. So I went and today I'm beating people who have been playing for 7 years.
Capito.
When you see me playing tennis, I mean, you think that is Alcaraz.
You
no, I'm
not Djokovic, but Alcaraz.
No, but I'm Federer, Stepehn Appiah Federer.
So Capito, we are wrapping up the conversation. In fact, we've even signed. I was just laughing then and all that. So why not coaching, but this thing?
Why not coaching?
Coaching, yes.
Oh no, I think that, you see,
you don't like coaching.
It's not that. When I was playing, my plan is after football I'll be a football agent. That was my plan. But when we traveled to Egypt, I mean, being with the team, watching Stepehn Appiah and that's where I started to love, to start getting interest in coaching. But it looks as if there is a trend going on here in Ghana. Means that all the former players should be coaches. No, we have other ways that we can try and put ourselves by doing one or two, upgrading ourselves. So everybody coaching. Yeah, we have the knowledge, but we have people who can be behind, but they still can give advice.
So you want to be a scout or an agent?
No, I wanted to be an agent, but I mean the world is evolving now. You can plan to do something, but something else too will come, and then you have to try and.
So you've changed. You don't want to be an agent again?
No, I said no. You asked about coaching, and that's why I'm saying no. The agent, but you can be an agent. You can be a football administrator. You can be a.
So which one would you do?
Stepehn Appiah always move slowly, low key.
You see, one thing there.